Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Binge Bitches live special edition. We are doing a slumber party tonight with some of my good friends. Here I go, putting on my little face masky things. And so we are waiting for some of these girls to log in. Okay, so I'm seeing some of my sisters are in. So here we go. I'm going to bring everybody in. And hello, ladies. We are waiting for some of these girls to log in. Okay, so I'm seeing some of my sisters are in. Okay, somebody has their volume up too loud. Turn it down. Okay, somebody has their volume up too loud. Turn it down. Okay, it's corn cakes. It's your mic. I just checked them all. This is a shoddy. Here we go. There she is. Okay, it's corn cakes. It's your mic.
It's my mic. I don't
yes.
know my mic.
So lower your volume a little bit because we can't. Do you have a headset? Yes. So lower your volume a little bit.
If I lower my volume anymore, I won't be able to hear you.
Oh my. I've never had this much feedback on a thing, so I'm going to lower her down just for a second. Gunther and BEBE, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're off to a shaky start, but we're going to get there, people. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to a Binge Bitches Talks Drag Race Season 12 finale. I have Miss Gunther Vanderpump, who is underneath me right now with the nice little masky on. We also, I'm going to be pulling in, oh look, and Mr. There he is. He finally showed up. Mr. Nelson Castillo is in the house. We got Miss BEBE GUNN.
Do it sideways, so
You're all good, girl. We got you. And then we also have Miss Strawberry Corncakes. We got the.
How do I do it? Well, if I do it this way, I'm like upside down.
You're all good. But it's better
Hello?
now.
See, it won't let me do it.
Are we good?
You're all good. Okay, so let's go.
I can't. But we're good. I just have to do it this way.
What a day. What a day. What a day. You're all good. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. So, hello, everybody. Okay, this is one of those days. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody, if you got a shot, grab your shots. Let's do this. Because I'm feeling it at this moment.
Feels good.
Okay, this is one of those days. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody, if you... Miss Strawberry Corncakes, you look beautiful this evening.
She sure do. That's
Jesus
a woman.
Christ. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2.
Oh, cheers.
Trace. Woo!
Cheers.
Here we go. On the count of 3. 1. That is called a Friday night special, y'all. We're all here Friday night, specialing out. Okay. So we're doing this specifically because we wanted to get ourselves in for a beautiful drag race finale party. So this is our slumber party. So it's a little bit crazy, and I appreciate everybody for logging themselves in right now. So we're going to be discussing a little bit of the drag race this season, what happened in this whole finale. It was fun. I appreciate everybody for logging themselves in right now. So we're going to be discussing a little bit of the drag race this season, what happened in this whole finale. Okay, kids. Is that better now? Discussing a little bit of the drag race.
I'm hearing what you said like seconds ago.
I know. I don't know what's going on with her feed. What? Strawberry, log out and then come back in. I'm gonna have her bounce out and have her come right back in because the thing is, I think
black mask on.
he's gonna have a bitch of a time trying to peel that off.
Girl, you know what? We're just keep it on for like 20 minutes.
My Twitter's gonna go insane tonight with all the comments.
Right?
It is not racial. The thing is, it's just a cute little mask.
Are we not meant to hear Dangilo? I can't hear her.
Why can't you hear me? Can you hear me now? Darling?
I can hear you.
Everybody else can hear me. He came late to the party. Now
I can't hear her. I don't know if I did something wrong.
I think do the same thing. Back out of the room and then come back in.
Back out of the room and then come back in, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna do that. And then we have this one showing back up.
Hello.
Yes! Finally! Wow, this is like a situation tonight. So this has never happened before because when we do the Star Wars ones, it's never been like the feedbacky. So, okay. So look, we're going to be talking all kinds of things from the beginning to the end. Nelson, I want him to log out and come back in. So, no, don't do
I'm going to try to take off my headphones because this shit, the cord is like not long enough. But I don't know if that was the issue.
That's what
it might not be. I think you might be fine now. It's not long enough. That's the issue. What? Ooh, is that your quar love? Okay, girls. So we had bring back my girls. Bring back my girls.
Bring back my
Bring back my girls. Okay, so are you guys happy with the results? Spoiler alert, we're gonna have a lot of spoilers in this episode. This is what's gonna happen. So, are you guys happy with who won? Are we feeling it?
Yeah.
I was too. I was actually, I kind of felt like Gigi kind of did a little bit more with everything she was doing, but
as she always does.
I know, but we'll get back into it. Okay, she's back. This girl's back.
Hi.
She's back at the party. Oh look. This is like when you go to a real party with Nelson and he disappears for a minute and you're like, where did he go? And then all of a sudden he shows back up like nothing in the world.
I know, I've never met you.
Just like the good old days.
Hey,
So ridiculous. Okay.
I can't hear Dangilo though.
Does anybody know a Kevin or Roni?
He still can't hear you.
Oh, who?
No, I still can't hear Dangilo. Yeah.
I don't get it. Did you log out and log back in?
Did he mute you? Can he mute you?
If I mute him.
No, but can he mute you?
Mute it.
No, he can't mute me. He
Hello?
can't mute me. No, he can't. So.
Did you log out and log back in, Nelson?
Yeah, no, I'm back in.
But we can't. But
log out.
No, I didn't log out. Should I do that?
Log completely out and then come back in.
Okay, all right.
What a stumbly bitch. Okay, we're going to keep this show going along because we are already 7 minutes in and we haven't discussed the motherfucking thing from the show. And we have to do this. This is a binge bitches. I'm going to have to edit all this out when I have to put this on the audio version. So everybody who's watching it, these are live. These are unedited. This is what happens. Oh, wait, look at this bitch. Where did you get popcorn? She's been
popcorn.
having Doritos.
Oh my goodness. I just have alcohol.
Oh, I have that too.
Same. I have
and
no
I got
food.
weed.
Okay, but the thing was, this real story though, I did get food earlier from, we got Shake Shack. So.
Yay, I can hear her!
Yay.
Oh, extra. She got to make 6 entrances to the party, and she looks like that. You would think that she didn't get ready enough.
I'm the bitch.
How dare you? How very dare you?
Oh, do we have any friends named Kevin Brony? He said, my bitch. Hey, hi Kevin Brony. Thanks for tuning in today.
What's up, Kevin? I don't know.
Wait,
this is
pero like,
taking it off.
Are you from Brazil?
He's from Brazil, y'all.
Yes.
Fuck that
Or they
synthetic
want you,
wig.
girl.
Like, fuck that.
We got international pussy girls.
I don't normally look like that.
That international bitch, baby.
Yes, she does. She always looks like this. So, okay. I'm sitting in a different position now because I'm afraid that my drink is going to just pop out. So, if I like lean.
No, let them pop out.
Yeah. I do not need my dick and balls
take my
out.
shirt off. I'm like, hi,
Do it. Let's all do it.
I do feel very Barbara Streisand at the moment. Like I can be like very.
Good for you. What face cream are you using, girl?
All of them.
Something I found in the back of my cabinet.
Oh my God, is that really?
No, yeah, I haven't used it forever, so who knows?
Bro, that shit is molded. It's supposed to be white.
He's
got
gonna
black mold on her face. He's gonna wake up.
He's gonna wake up tomorrow with superpowers. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be like, I can
chisel this off my face.
He's like, I can see through walls, y'all. Like, he has special powers. So Nelson, we were asking, how do you feel about the winner of Drag Race?
I'm not really happy, but whatever.
Can you pick him out, please?
Okay. So let's break it down a little bit. So let's go into this. So okay, so when they first started out, we had all the girls. It was just another one of those things. They were all on their houses.
This was my reaction.
That's rude. She wasn't that bad. No. So here's the thing. So I love so in the beginning of the show, they gave us like some strong appearances at the beginning, especially when Crystal Method came out dressed as a piñata and went, I lost my shit. Like that was
so
great.
cute.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
cool.
wear my headphones.
All right. And then I'm trying to think now. So for the other girls, when what do you call it? When Gigi Good had on like the blue Galliano kind of an outfit.
It was the RuPaul one, wasn't it?
No, that was when they did the face. This is in the very beginning. This is in the very beginning at the first credits. And so it was just like, and then Jada had on like, you know, her like, I put word. I don't even know why I put word. I don't even know what it was.
World.
Oh, she was a world. She was a world. It was world.
The solar system.
This is what happened. What happened?
Ah!
So the thing is,
all solar system status.
and it was fierce. That was a fierce dress. I think Gigi's was great, but it was just fashion. It was beautiful. You know what I mean? It was high end, and like everything she was spectacular. And then Crystal, that piñata. The piñata.
I love that.
I'm laughing at BEBE and having her moment right now.
What?
She distracted me. It was okay. It was okay.
Too much. So okay, so Rue basically tells them they're going to compete in 3 different categories. 3 of them. Okay, so the 3 categories are going to be face lip sync. This is so stupid. And then they had lip sync from home. I mean, their quality of this production was pretty much our quality from our production right now.
Yeah.
No.
Which I actually really enjoyed about that. I thought that was so cute. I'm like,
And
I love that.
And then all the lip sync, then the 2 queen lip sync for their crown at the very end. That was supposed to be their thing. Yeah. Okay. So they started off. They say hello to the judges. Michelle's at home with her husband's ass, and if that was his real ass, where is her husband?
Yeah, that was so juicy.
Right?
I was hungry. I was like, give me some.
I needed that.
That's really her husband?
Apparently.
Yeah.
He looks really young, though, actually.
She's older than him, I think.
Notice all the gray streaks in the top of her head.
Right.
Yeah.
I kept on looking at that.
She's
I was
been
like, girl.
She's been talking about that on like Instagram because she was like, "Should I do it?" And you know, like everybody's like, "Do it, own it, be fierce, yes, own your silver."
Yeah, she's a cougar, so
I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, she's got 2 kids. I've actually read her book; it's real cute. So
that's cute.
Yeah,
the one person that read the book.
The Diva Rules to Living Life. So it's cute. So they go into like the whole interviews from home with the people. We have Crystal, her parents. Okay, Crystal's mom. I want to know. I want to know her mom. I want to know Crystal's mom. Like,
I want to know more about Crystal's Mexican heritage. Like, I didn't know that she was Mexican until like the second to last episode.
I didn't know until her abuela came on.
I didn't really realize that she was Mexican until like really.
It's okay, girl. People don't know I'm Hispanic. I don't say Mexican. I say Hispanic because my family's from El Salvador. But people don't know that about me though either because she's so white. But I identify as Latino, so.
I thought so with the last name like Castillo.
Yeah, Castillo. Yeah, but you know.
Did you guys know that fucking what is her name? Nikki Doll's real name is Carl Sanchez.
No.
I'm not joking. Not joking whatsoever. Carl Sanchez.
That's some Spaniard. Oh, I think my hair is dry.
She has a big Spaniard like heritage.
See, girl, that got hot, right? You gotta take that shit down.
My hair is dry, you guys. It's dry now.
It's gorgeous, so luscious.
Thank you so much.
That we're real.
So, and then they also show like Gigi's home. Oh, wait, they do the whole younger self things.
which I think it kind of got lost. It's better when they're all on the runway.
On the stage, yeah.
I
But
was
it was
still
still
trying.
it was still cute. It was still effective, and it got done. I think a lot of people were missing that this season. So at least we still got that.
Exactly. But I feel like it's always such a bigger deal when they're on the stage because
absolutely, I agree.
They're at the moment. They've been home for so long that it's probably not like as touching. Like it was cute to see like Jada cry, but Jada looks exactly like her fucking younger self.
Sure do.
Yeah.
I was like,
what?
she's using
Black
that
don't crack.
to just like make herself look young type shit.
he was just like, I'm gonna always be gorgeous, damn it. Like,
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my skin.
like for real. And those shoulders and like it's not
I still
fair.
don't agree with her calling herself the trade of the season, though. She was not the cutest boy. I'm sorry.
No.
Girl, you're not the trade of the season.
No, because as much
I would say Britta or Rockamum was the trade of the
Britta.
season. Like Rockamum
Really?
had
Britta?
those like great legs and muscles. I was like, hey girl.
Wait. Let's explore this. Let's unpack this. You're into
Are we talking about the same Britta from New York?
Huh?
So are we talking about the same Britta from New York?
Yeah.
Britta from New York. Yeah.
Wait, you
With the
feel like
teeth?
some Britta?
She was a
Wait,
cute
the
boy.
queen from New York?
She was a cute boy. I would totally
That
do
bitch
that.
from New York?
Like,
No.
if she just wasn't so, I mean, she's got a big mouth. That's all I'm gonna say. So
She's got a big mouth and a big dick.
Rockham was definitely trade, though. I think
Britta
Rockham
was
was
very
definitely trade.
attractive before Drag Race, like when I followed her on Instagram. But
Mhm.
then when I like kind of like saw her personality, I was like,
You weren't into it anymore because the thing is, it was.
yeah. Well, on the show, I think she was like, I mean, Jackie said it best. You know, like she didn't really get to represent who she really is, and she didn't get seen that way. So I mean, maybe we really didn't get to see who she was. But I mean, I ain't gotta like you to fuck you.
I mean, Rockin' Clapper is sexy as fuck.
Yeah, he was really cute. He had those nice little leg muscles. Yeah.
He had a little body. That was the thing. Rockin' had a
cute
little body.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He had
so,
like
A little
gymnastics
thick
body.
body. That's cute.
Yeah, thick little body. I liked it. So.
but I think Jackie's attractive as a boy. Like,
Jackie was. I mean, hello, we saw
So
Benji
handsome.
hitting on him,
So
right?
handsome.
yeah, like they don't have to be your type to say they're attractive because like they're not my type.
No,
but like,
absolutely not.
but yeah, Jackie's attractive. I mean, Gigi Good is a beautiful man. He's a beautiful boy. He's a
So
beautiful
handsome.
girl.
He's a little
Yeah.
boy. He's
He's
like,
fake.
like
Yeah,
Very what is it? The Danish girl, like very like under features and
wow.
like he was just like he's a gorgeous man. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing is like you don't look at him and you're not like that's a handsome man. Like that's a beautiful man. Like that's just he's built a certain way that you're just like that's gorgeous. And so hence, you know, but like I just think that but he's not my type. I'm not gonna be like calling him or anything. Those aren't the DMs I will be in.
I mean, don't you know, Sherry, like if we were to saw like Gigi Gorgeous out of drag, like at Riches, would we like gag?
No, but I would be able to say like that's a gorgeous guy. Like you can tell when somebody looks like a model, you'd be like, that's a model. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
I think so.
Those teeth are really big. I don't want that anywhere near my hole. Like
She takes it there quick.
She went to the bottom, so thank you.
These are those Friday night
I don't
conversations.
have to get a tetanus shot after you're done like tossing my salad, girl.
I hope I do. That means they did it right.
It certainly does mean they did it right, and they also need to get tetanus shot and probably get tested and handle your business. So
Every time, we should have a drinking game.
Fuck no.
I am not doing a drinking game right now. I have to walk all the way to my bedroom.
Someone says RuPaul, I'll take a drink.
So, the Heidi. Okay, so I'm sorry. The real winner of this season, let's like look at it, is Heidi in Closet. Like,
oh my god,
she
Miss Congeniality. She did that. Like honestly,
she
good
got
for her.
10K for Miss Congeniality, and the thing is,
Congeniality, yes.
And she got the Vanjie edit. She got to make herself a little cartoon. She's gonna be back again next year to talk to people.
Yeah.
She's got that personality. She is everything that Rue wanted Silky Ganache to be.
Very that. But do you think, like, as a gag, they would bring her back?
For an all-star.
For all
She wouldn't be another Miss Banji.
No, I would
she
think
went
it would.
too far.
Dahlia Sin, if she had a personality, would have got that. But they made her broccoli all year, and that was pretty much it.
Out of all, I'm sorry, but out of all of the LA girls, they got her. Even though she's like, like I know her, I've met her. Well, she was advertised as an LA girl.
I know.
And that's why I was so pressed about it, because I'm like, out of all the LA girls, you got her. Like, again, not like shading her, but I'm like, there's so much good LA talent that I'm like, girl, if you're gonna choose LA, fucking grab like a good fucking bitch.
I mean, you can throw a rock and hit an illusion. You can throw a rock and hit a cake pop. You can hit these girls who are actually.
I didn't name any of those girls, girl.
I will name other people. The thing is but you can like sit there and you like there's some girls in LA who you can like look at and you're like, that girl, Cornbread, you know, like those girls.
Yeah.
They were gonna take,
it's like rising.
there you go. So if they were gonna take a queen from LA, you kind of wish it was one of those girls that you know has like one of those engaging personalities, and it's not just about the look. Because I mean, like Broccoli, like she was Broccoli, and it was like.
I don't like broccoli.
No. And the thing is,
some people like broccoli.
And if you want to go back
broccoli.
to yeah.
Remember that episode of
My Broccoli for next season?
Wait, one at a time. I can't hear what you're saying.
Sorry.
Would you say Strawberry?
And then I would love for them to bring back Rock'em Sakura for the next season. I feel like she has so much more to show us. I feel like she was robbed. No tea, no shade.
She was totally robbed. Yeah, she
was. That is somebody who I do think when she went home, I was mad. That was somebody who was like.
I was sad. Everyone was sad. I think because even hearing her cry like made you want to cry a little bit. Like you were kind of heartbroken. So
you could tell she really wanted it.
She deserves a chance back if they do like a recycled queen. She definitely deserves a redemption. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know who made me feel like that though? You know how she was like hysterically crying in the back and making like, you know, not making everyone feel bad, but you know, everyone felt bad. Who was it? Wait, just slipped my mind. James Mansfield. Okay, when she left, and you know she was picking up all her shit in that Untucked episode. I think it was the Untucked, if not the real episode. She was talking about, you know, herself, and then even when she was like holding that little like stupid fucking RuPaul thing that they give them, I felt so bad for her. Like the way she was talking, and like I felt like I could relate. Like she was one girl that I was like, I felt so bad, and like Rock made me feel like that when that happened. Yeah. But back, I remember James made me feel like that because I was like, oh, poor thing.
Yeah,
a bitch is dehydrated, so.
Girl,
what is that?
She's getting her water and girl.
That's vodka.
Quarantine.
She's getting dick later. She don't want to be drinking or eating.
That's product placement from Heidi Hydrates.
Heidi Hydrates too.
Heidi Hydrates.
Heidi Hydrates.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. I have my straw, so I have to like.
I wish I had a straw. I don't have one.
I have this reusable one, so it's just like.
I do too. It's great. I got mine at the hole when they were doing like that whole like self straw
stealing things. Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
Here's a confession.
I got kicked out of the hole for eating ass. So.
You get kicked out of the hole for eating whole.
I did.
It's in the name.
from a Dragula season 1 girl, actually.
That's not. They don't even have money. What are you doing this?
Was it Meatball? Was it?
No, it was Frankie Doom.
Well, good for you.
I don't remember that one. Okay, let's talk about that weird face lip sync that they did. That was so boring.
I mean, it wasn't that boring, but I mean, it was like whatevs. So,
I mean, the only one that really served was Jada, and then Gigi had like a moment.
I agree with Carson where he was like, Gigi was like doing it.
It's
with
funny because
guys.
in that fake lip sync, I felt like they kind of excluded Crystal for the most part, but they kept Gigi and Jada.
Well, that's the thing. They should have flipped them around. They should have moved them around, and like Gigi was in the center the whole entire time, which I don't think isn't like the most fair thing. But she was giving you more. Yeah, she was doing the whole, oh my god, you know what I mean?
I like that they had them all side by side. I was annoyed when they took them away and like did like individuals because I want to see what they're all doing at the whole time.
Yeah.
Peter was saying how Carson was saying that Gigi with her eyes was doing it. Yeah, but she only did that with her eyes towards the end. Like she was doing it towards the end. So
she remembered
I noticed it right at the beginning. To the music, she was doing it right at the beginning, I thought. I mean, that's what it looked like to me.
So, she did it. Yeah, she does do that little bit of like, she does her staccato movements where she has to, you know what I mean? Like, where she's like a robot because she does that like.
You know the comedian Devin Green?
What's up, bitch?
Obviously, right?
Who is that?
What's up, bitch? Yeah,
well, you should know who she is. But Gigi Good talks like Devin Green. I feel that very kind of like robotic way because I feel like that's how she talks.
That is kind of true. Like now I have to like listen to Devin Green on like a podcast.
Go listen to Devin Green, and they follow each other, and they're both like nutting over each other. But they are, and it's cute, and it makes sense because I'm like I feel like Gigi kind of based off her dry humor off of Devin Green, which I think that's super cool because I love Devin Green. But I'm like, girl, you're doing Devin Green.
She is. I mean, the thing is like but I mean, if you're going to be a robot, I mean, how many ways is there to be a robot? I mean, you're going to be a robot like that, or you're going to be like Westworld and just kind of say the same thing over and over again. So, okay. And then, I'm trying to think here. Okay. So when they got into like the real lip syncs, okay, so let's talk about that. Oh wait, we didn't even talk about the fact that they gave all the girls $2,000.
That was
$2,000 stimulus check.
I mean, I'm glad that they did that because those girls would have already made that money on the road.
No,
more than that. More than that. Okay, but Alti, these girls who are doing these Twitch shows, they are making fucking loot. Okay, like because those shows are going all over the world. Like I heard an interview earlier today on like one of the podcasts. I think it was Meatball on Nicole Byer's podcast, and said that he made like $3,000 off of one because the tips, because they put your Venmo out there, and the thing is, and it goes all over the world. Twitch is everywhere.
That's cute.
So I see that happening, and I acknowledge that. There was a queen from San Francisco. I do not remember her name, but I follow her. But I follow her on Instagram and on Twitter. On Twitter, she even posted. She was very like, girl, like I went out and I did the whole like the live feeds like we do and like performances. Just like I made $1, and like I felt so bad because I'm just like, girl, like we work so hard to like give you these looks, to do these backgrounds. Like obviously I don't have anything now, but I mean like they do the most, and with green screens and everything through the live feed. And like she was just like, girl, all I got was $1, which you're doing it. You're not promised anything. But it still sucks because like a lot of girls are putting their heart, their whole like sweat, their body effort into it. And
that's why I stopped doing my live stream.
That's why what?
That's why I stopped doing my live stream director because I wasn't making that much money. Like it fluctuates. Like I'll make a couple hundred, and then I'll make like a couple bucks, and then a couple hundred, and then a couple bucks, and I'm just like, the inconsistency is like not cute. Like I gotta pay my bills, bitch. Be consistent.
But that's how it is. That's how it is in like everyday like industry life. Like someday you make $100 or so, and then there's a Monday where you make $30. So that's how it is in every industry.
Yeah, I mean for sure. Because we're on like the lower end of that, like as being like on the go-go side of it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, when you look at things that's like per hour, how much time do you spend getting into drag? You know what I mean? And then times the time that you take to get there, and then the time that you're actually in the club that night, and then you have an 8-hour day. You know what I mean? And so it's does that, what you make in that, does it average a per hour that you feel is worth your time? I think that's kind of how you think of it. And so, I mean, and so when it comes to like the whole go-going and everything else, you know, we take a gamble because we can drive all the way up to LA and you make an appearance and you make nothing in tips because you're in a big, huge club in LA. So you spent $70 on gas to get there and you made $100 at the door, you know, and then you're going home with 30, you know,
$30,
and I'm hungry. So I'm going home with 25 because I'm going to stop to get some tacos.
No shit, girl. No shit.
So that's the thing. It's like, you know, what is really worth it to you? So you have to kind of think, okay, well, I'll take 2 gigs, and if I make at least 300 on this one, then it made it worth it for both of them.
For go-go's, do you guys have like a rate that you guys like give? Like, oh, this is my set rate, or do you guys just take from the door?
Generally, it depends on what kind of a position you have. Like when Nelson, I think when you do like when you're promoting more than a go-go, because it depends if you're hosting / you know. So that's a situation I think that you kind of, you know, that you're gonna be making a little bit more. You work something out with a promoter, or you get a piece of the door. How much responsibility you have? And then sometimes it'll just be, you know, I'm coming out. I won't come out for less than $100. That's what I'm going to make for tonight. You know. But if I'm working somewhere that
I have a special guest.
you have special guest.
Oh.
Go-go boy.
Who is it?
What happened? Oh, hey.
Oh my gosh.
Hi guys.
It's Adonis illusion that causes confusion.
Why are you sitting like that? It looks like she's coming at your ass. Like,
she's coming into it.
I'm a genie in a bottle.
That's like a reverse situation. Her mother's now going back into her ass.
Oh my goodness. It's mother and child.
Hi guys.
That's hilarious.
I don't think it was.
I love that.
Too much.
Drag race. Sorry.
No. The thing is, so going on from that, you know, so we have those lip syncs. Okay, so when they actually did the lip sync from home, okay, what did you guys think about Miss
Crystal?
Yeah, Crystal and her birth.
Yeah, in order, Crystal.
Yeah. It was so, I mean, I loved it. It was kooky. It was weird. It was very on brand for her. She worked with what she had. I mean, you know, she like took a shower curtain in her bathroom and made that all work. But I mean, it was cute. And I mean, like I said, very on brand for her. So, I mean, I enjoyed it.
I thought it was super cute.
What do you think of Gunther? What do you think about Crystal's?
I didn't like the song choice. I thought it was too repetitive. It was like the same words over and over. Yeah, it was the same lyrics over and over. I did like the concept and everything of it, but the regurgitation, it had me a little on the edge.
It was so Michael Ailig, James St. James, like that 1990s, like, you know, Limelight
Monster.
It had very much that. It had that look, and so it was a cool harkening back to that. My only issue with Crystals is I think it's because the song choice was so repetitive that it didn't go anywhere. So it's just I'm like a bird. Well, and then also I wanted a moment of a reveal. Pull the curtain down. Let's see the body. Can we please see the body? Can you?
That would have been cool.
And I think
her big gag was the whole like. Bleh.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally like lived for it.
I loved it.
And out of 12 seasons of Drag Race, we have not had anybody that weird. And I feel like she definitely really represents the weirdness of drag. Yeah. And she like, cause last season we had Evie Oddly, but fuck that bitch. And I feel like Crystal is like, she literally lives that weird shit. And it's like she's being authentically herself, and this is what she would do on a normal basis. And I feel like regular Drag Race seer, like goers and the watchers, like for instance, Michelle Visage didn't care for that. But it's like, Michelle, open up your eyes. Like, this is drag also in so many other places. And I know she knows about Dragula and et cetera, but Crystal really, I feel like represented for like that weird shit. And it was
absolutely, for
like
sure.
out for
100%.
living and screaming when she did that throw up. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
so good. I was waiting for it.
You weren't expecting that, but I do feel
we were not expecting that. Yeah, so yeah.
if you're playing the game and you are on Drag Race to win, you know you have to please Mama Ru. And Mama Ru's gonna want to see a body. She's gonna want to see a shape. You know
Mama
what I mean?
Ru wanted fucking El DeBarge, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
And do you want 100? But do you want $100,000? That's the other question. Do you want the $100,000 check today?
How bad do you want those $100,000?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want that today, or do you want to come get these gigs? Yeah.
Well,
could you imagine if she was like singing as the bird? I'm like the bird, and then she bursts through, and the rhythm of the night.
that would have been.
RuPaul would have been like, RuPaul would have been.
You're one.
Oh, okay. RuPaul and these face keenies.
No,
I love them.
Okay, the whole eyeball.
Oh, you hate them?
No.
Here's the thing. I think there's a certain part of it that has to do with like RuPaul is she's by herself, she's quarantining, and
She didn't have Delta. She didn't have Raven.
And the thing is, and she would had to have gotten into face more than once probably because they don't, to time manage when each girl is going to be available to shoot and blah 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 blah.
I think she was in face. She was in technically face twice because there was the one mask and then the mask that she was talking to with the other girls. Even in the visual, like in like the way that it was filmed, it was obvious that it was obviously filmed different times.
Yeah, like that, and I just think that.
I mean, she could have gave us some glam though, because wasn't it last season that they did the face Kini when she was on the judges' table? She still had like the spunky hair.
Yeah, she had the big mask.
Like we could have at least did that, like, and that would have been fine.
You're right.
Like, I would have been like 100
You're
times more
absolutely
like,
right.
yes, bitch. But,
RuPaul is a 60-year-old man. He is not here for it. He is there, getting up. He is fracking. He's going to bed. This is.
She's like, I'm here to make money, and then go to
bed. I mean, the first face Kimi, I didn't care for. But I mean, I didn't care that she did it because during the reunion times she doesn't get a drag. She's RuPaul Charles.
Exactly, she don't.
And that's what would have been nice. I think that the lighting would have been an issue. She probably don't know how to light. I don't know how to light myself.
I would have just rather her done like boy RuPaul and gave us like an awesome
Klein,
Epstein Parker fucking suit and like call it a fucking day. Shit.
Yeah,
like, don't have ask my face Kini.
The face was
true.
But the thing is, when she's in her little whatever Parker type shit suits, she still has makeup on anyway.
Well, she does, and the thing is, so she could have still like painted her face and whatnot. You know what I mean?
I just don't think she knows how to anymore. Like,
that's true. I mean, like,
period. Like, she doesn't even know how to do a boy face anymore. Like, she's just like, this is me. This is what it is.
But I mean, if you don't know at least how to put a fucking bass down, like, come on, girl.
You can.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she doesn't know how to put a bass down at least. Like, give me some foundation. Some fucking pencil, like we good, girl.
She don't. She sure don't.
Do it now. Do what Gunther did.
All right, do what Gunther did, girl. Like, yeah.
Gunther looks like he did like a Mrs. Doubtfire a little bit, like but with black.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the Mrs. Doubtfire.
I'm like a bird.
That would have been funny, actually. Actually, that would have been hilarious.
Okay. Gigi Good. I think that the aha take on me was pretty stellar.
Really?
Well rehearsed.
Like premiere, like when she was talking about it to RuPaul and like they showed that little like her like picture video of her.
You knew it.
I knew. Like I was like, oh bitch, you stupid dumb cunt.
Like,
but the thing is, it's always the young ones that are always so inspired by like the 80s and the 70s, so like are so into it and like. Including myself, because I am very like inspired by the 80s. But bitch, I was born in '89. Like, what the fuck do I know about the 80s? Nothing. Nothing.
Do you think that Gigi's video was a little bit too literal to what that video actually was?
No, because I think she did enough of hearkening to what it was and changed it enough. You know what I mean? And
there was so much
she made it her own.
in the background, and then when she walked up, and then she had the screen, like the thing with like the cutout of her looking at herself,
it was
like
so
as the
cool.
Dude,
I mean,
that's iconic. That's like you applaud that. That's
Like,
cool.
she had
Yeah.
production value. She did great.
Yeah.
well, and she had a change. She did
She had a
change
change,
clothes.
yeah.
Second
It was
outfit.
the inverted version of it, which is
Yeah.
again fucking applauded. It's stupid funny. Like,
I
that's
didn't-
cool.
I didn't like the Cruella de Vil look though.
I didn't like
The way
the wig.
I did not like.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
did not
wish
like the
it
wig.
would have been more like
You
know how some queens have those
tomato.
rubber wigs.
I
I
like.
wish it was more like that.
Oh, the rubber,
Yeah.
like the silicone rubber, like.
Or
Like
maybe
Tim
she
Allen
just-
has those.
If she just went
rubber
to like a
ones. I think
neon
those are
wig,
cool.
something with like a pop of color, like
Well,
maybe like a
that's
bright
cute.
red.
No. I mean, it has to
yellow
be
or
black or
something.
white if you did both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Maybe
but
I'm biased because I have a black and white wig, but
I don't have.
I have one.
No, but I see Nelson and white. You would think that would be fun, and I think that would be really fun too. But
Yeah.
in
The
theme of the
hairstyle
full
was
like
cute.
thing, yeah.
The hairstyle was cute. It was just like the two different colors. Yeah, the Cruella de Vil was not working. But
I
she
I
killed
do
it.
have to give it to her when she was talking to Rue prior that she did a Rue look. I was like, you fucking little
That
cunt.
was
You did
awesome.
your research. Like again,
Yeah,
a young
she
little,
did good.
a young smart little fucking faggot like she is. Like she
Yeah.
knew exactly what to do
you say that
and what
ever?
to do. Yes, bitch. We're
Yeah.
all
Oh my
faggots.
God, that's so controversial.
I am the
I'm
biggest
not gonna lie
faggot
though.
ever,
When
girl.
I first saw
And I think
saw
she's
that look, I
amazing.
was
And she
like,
did her research
what-
and she was smart. Like when she was sitting there dressed as her, I was like, you fucking little cunt. Like you look
She
so
did
good.
it.
Like
She did
and
it right.
and,
yeah.
and RuPaul called it out and I was like, yes, bitch, work. Like good for
Yeah.
her.
Gunther, what were you
Good job.
saying?
no, when I first saw that look, I was like, why does she have Target earrings on?
Bitch, you know every
Big
every
circle.
bitch is gonna like try and look for those earrings too. Okay.
You know,
Okay, those damn earrings. Jesus
people are
Christ.
gonna be making those out of like plastic around the house. Like
She did.
They better.
like
Those are
measuring.
made out of cardboard.
They might be from Target. That might be the home collection. Those are probably like baking soda. Like, they're like baking pans.
Girl, those are
Top
Isaac
part.
Mizrahi, okay? Those are
Isaac Mizrahi for fucking Raw.
right. No, those are Nate Berkus for Target, okay?
Okay, and then the final up for like the lip sync at home. Let's talk about Jada.
Oh, we
And
did
she
not-
did
God.
Sierra 1-2 step.
Oh, I
No,
lost
it
my
wasn't
shit.
Sierra 1-2 step, girl. It
What's
was
good at?
Sierra.
Oh no.
What's good at?
The way
Get
you
up,
got
I'm
me
sorry,
feeling
get up,
like
get up.
The
you.
black person would say something. Gunther.
Honestly, though, it was so good. When it started to play, I was sitting here watching it as it was playing, eating my.
Hold on, let me do it.
I'm done.
As she was doing that, I was sitting here eating my lovely ramen
Wait.
provided
We're
by-
giving her a moment. We're giving her a moment. This is Jada Essence Hall doing
Try.
Sierra.
too much. Okay, so
I mean, she had of all the songs, she had the best song. Like, I love that fucking
did.
Sierra song. Like, I was
Girl.
like, yes, bitch. But, girl, you fucking performed in front of your fucking couch. Like, in your apartment. You gave us nothing. At least the other girls did something artistic.
So, we don't have the some of us don't have the backdrops. I like have this blank wall behind me, but some of us do not have like the money or
But
maybe the
here's-
time to go buy one.
here's
You
the
can
difference.
have
though.
one closet.
No. But you're discounting yourself there, BB, because the thing is when you did your show recently, you had somebody come and tape you from a distance, and you went into your refrigerator. You made a whole music video. You used a refrigerator and your couch, and you were like, you know what I mean? Like you did something there, and you gave it a little story.
Yeah.
That's the only thing is that she did the whole wake up. I thought that she was gonna wake up, be in the outfit, and then like prance around her house and go outside or something. You know what I mean?
Something.
I thought she was gonna take us on a little bit of a trip, but she just stayed in the one room. But she did dance her heart off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
And
good.
she looked beautiful, but
And
again,
she
no
wanted it.
production value. No
Out of
production
all
value.
Yeah.
That was not $100,000. No.
Out of all three of them, Jada performed the best.
She performed the best.
She performed the best.
Gigi had a better
Production.
production, and then Crystal was more creative.
Yeah,
But
more creative, more artistic, more conceptual.
Jada really turned it, and I feel like if we were all at a club, we will give all our money to Jada.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Jada
of
would be getting
course,
all of our
of
money
course.
for sure.
There you go.
Girl, I threw money at my TV, okay? Girl.
All the coins.
But you were like, you're watching her.
Question.
What's up?
I have a question.
I'm getting
So,
warm.
you know how she took all three of them? If you were to choose two of them to go to the third round, who would you choose?
It was Jada and Gigi.
Probably Jada and Gigi, but I mean, just based off of the.
Wait, I'm gonna go pee really quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right. We'll pick him out for a second. So I think that with the Jada, see, I do think that Jada and Gigi kind of gave more. Like Jada gave a heart. There was a piece of heart that she left there in her in her living room floor.
But I don't know. It just wasn't $100,000 worth to me. I'm sorry. At least Crystal gave concepts. She gave creativity.
You're right.
So for that, it was like.
You're right.
Yeah.
But was throwing up in her own mouth $100,000 worth?
Absolutely, girl. Fucking swallow that shit back, spit it back in my mouth. I'll give you $100,000 for that.
Spit it
Yes,
back in your mouth,
baby.
your mouth, and your mouth.
You're into some really gross stuff.
When Donald Trump gives me my stimulus check, I will give it to her, okay?
Oh, I want to be stimulated.
You still haven't gotten it?
No, I got it, girl. I spent
Oh,
it. I
okay.
spent it.
I haven't.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because you make more money than all of us. Then that's
Yeah.
why you ain't getting no check, bitch.
I don't know if I'm ever going back to
I do
work.
not make that much.
With your fucking, what is it? Your Montecito farm house that you have right now with the lemons glued to the table. Oh, what was it?
There's watermelons on the table. There's
Nancy
Nancy
Meyer.
Meyer.
Coming for you,
Your
girl.
fucking Nancy Meyer house right now.
She don't like you.
She's jealous because
She's coming.
yeah, she's just jealous. And the thing is, I can go like this.
Bye.
I am not that right. But
You silly bitch.
no, but she I think that the right call was letting all three of them perform because all three of them. This is the thing about this season of Drag Race. They're all really good.
They were all so good. Everyone
They're good,
had they did their thing, and not only did they do their thing, but they were so well rounded in other things as well. So the top three was was a good top three.
I mean,
so I was happy that they all got to move at least to the last round.
I would say once they weeded out the pack, it got good. Because I remember those first couple of lip syncs, I was very unimpressed. They fucked up that Kim Petra song so bad. Nikki Doll and Heidi, I love them both, but I would have sent them both. I would have sent them both home that night because they both just got that song so wrong. And I love Kim Petras, and I'm sure she's even watching the show, going, "Y'all fucked up my song."
She got her downloads that week on Spotify. She is fine.
Those first couple of lip syncs I just thought were way off and didn't hit the marks. It wasn't until they started weeding them out that we finally got the good lip syncs, And it was okay, now we have some really talented girls. So that was good at least.
I remember when I met Kim Petras, she was so she was very sweet, but I had no clue who she was at all. And that same night, we had Aquaria with us at Rich's, and Aquaria was the most she just didn't want to talk to nobody. She was on the phone the whole time.
Really?
I had a really bad taste about Aquaria when I met her at Rich's, but Kim Petras was sweet, and the only time again Aquaria showed any interest was when Kim Petras was on stage and she was in the corner recording her, and I was well, good for her. She's enjoying her. Exactly. Well, yeah. That.
So one time I performed at Precinct, and I didn't know who the fuck Kim Petras was. I was hey, can you unzip me? I just came off the stage. I was hey, can you unzip me? And then it was Kim Petras, and then 3 members later, she goes on stage and everybody's going crazy, and I'm y'all, crazy for
Kim Petras is she slaps, as the kids say.
So now I love the fuck out of her.
She is pretty amazing.
All right.
She's pretty
great. I will say this too about the season 12 girls. So me, Gunther, and Dangilo were actually in Vegas for my birthday, and it was opening weekend of the Drag Race show, which we went to go see in Vegas. But the season 12 girls were all there because it was opening night. And so me and my sister are about to get seated, and they stopped us from coming in, which we're kind of pissed about. right? But as we're getting stopped, all the season 12 girls will walk right past us, and I like die inside. And I was like, okay, I'm not mad anymore. But the girls were so sweet with each other. They were all holding each other's hands. They were all just like very nice to each other. And they stopped and they had conversations with everyone. And I so wish I would have got a picture with the girls, but I was just so like in the moment, you know, living my life, having fun, talking to the girls. So
Choked out.
I have to say, allegedly.
What's it called?
But they were really cute and they were really sweet. So I mean, you can definitely see there was like a real kind of sisterhood and bond, you know, because this is before they even like blew up. Like this is their first like event that they did together. So
here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
If they would have edited all the Sherry Pie shit, she would have probably been the villain of the season.
But Sherry Pie
feeling.
was at that opening that night. She was dressed up as Scooby-Doo.
The info didn't come out yet.
Yeah, that's true. That information didn't come out yet. Yeah, so
I saw Sherry Pie the week before Drag Race came out.
That's right, because you went to New York. Yeah,
I took a picture with her. She had no idea. This was all very planned. But I feel like because everyone was so semi-nice, she was probably the one that was such a bitch to everyone. I have this feeling.
Probably. Yeah, we probably would have got to see that, but we didn't. So, yeah.
I think it's just, I actually, that same day, I saw Nikki, Doll, Jackie, and Jada when I was walking through the casino.
Because they were staying at the hotel that we were at. So, it was
yeah.
like,
And they were stopping, every single person wanted to take a picture with them. They were stopping with them.
So
they were
super nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they were very, very nice to everybody. So, and it was just kind of like, yep, take a taste of that fame. Now go home and quarantine yourself.
Because that's the last thing you get to do.
It is time for quar. Go home. So all these girls have a taste of fame. They became famous in their homes. How about that part?
That's kind of amazing. That's kind of amazing.
Is that you went home one day and you became famous overnight virtually. And then you have this, 12 weeks of this show airing and everybody's watching. And now you are famous and you are home. And not only that, but when you go out, you're like this. So like that's something too. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just these girls, their lives. So they had that little portion there with Nina West and Dolly Parton, which was kind of cute. It just took a lot of time.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it took a while. It took a while for them to get to where they were and everything. I don't know if everybody noticed, but Miss Strawberry changed her hair. And so
oh, she did. She's a blonde now.
She doesn't just go pee.
It's like, all the darkness came out of me.
Girl, that wig was getting hot for her. She had to change.
This wig is hotter than that one. But I have to switch it up.
You got that Roxy Andrews wig glue working for you, girl. So your hair.
I was not at the bus stop.
Is the bus still running? Is the bus?
Oh.
Well, you have to wear a mask if you get on it.
You do.
You do. No, I mean I take Uber everywhere, and you still have to wear a mask. So
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so then also, I'm gonna make sure my little banners are all popping here. So I'm just pointing everybody's direction down to our bottom right here. You can tip any of my co-hosts today here on Binge Bitches. So as they kind of go through, you can tip Strawberry over at Venmo, Strawberry 90. You can also
I was born in 1990. I'm the youngest bitch here. Come for me.
I'm not the oldest. So
she don't know how old I am.
You don't have to tip me. Just follow me on TikTok.
There you go.
I'll make sure I unfollow you.
Are you getting money out of it?
After that comment you made earlier about how much you didn't make on your thing, I'm not gonna say.
Oh no, that wasn't me, honey.
So Gunther's doing well. You have to go to a former Binge Bitches. If you go to last week's Binge Bitches, you will see how much he's been making. This is a deep tease. This means you should.
Yeah, might have said it out loud.
Because not every single show is a shit show like it was this morning. So usually we get into it and we have a lot of fun here. So, and that's just a reminder that you can like and subscribe Binge Bitches on YouTube. That's a little ad. Like and subscribe Binge Bitches on YouTube. Keep on going. Okay. So anyway, okay. So they're lip sync though from home. Crystal didn't have a reveal, did she?
No.
No,
It was
but
very boring.
But the fucking look was amazing.
The look
I
was
swear.
beautiful.
We were like, she's the fucking queen of Candyland. Like, she's amazing.
She's the queen of Candyland.
Yes.
She,
Yeah, the look was beautiful, but the performance was a little weak.
It was a lot weak.
I would have been happy if Crystal would have won also, but that performance was not. She wasn't fighting. I feel like.
Yeah.
it was kind of like the energy was off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like fully like getting out there and doing what the other two girls did. The other two girls wanted it.
Yeah.
Gigi had a cute reveal, even though her dress was like changing into the same dress again. Like it was like, and the whole part that and you can tell that wasn't even the impressive part because they put the sound effects on the shoes. That was like when she ripped the boots off. It was like boom. It was oh, okay, that's where it is. And even though,
going back to like the whole club thing, with Crystal, I feel like I'll put it like this because I'm obviously a club girl. Like if I saw Crystal's performance in a club, it would have been cute. I would have clapped. I would have tipped her once. You know, for Gigi, you know, it was super cute. The crowd would have lived after that first little reveal. They would have lived again for those little boot thingies. For a Drag Race finale, girl. That was a little.
Yeah, it was not a great look for her. It was like it's very on brand for her, but for that song, it was the wrong look. Like I mean,
it was the wrong look.
Dorothy fucking dance to fucking Destiny's Child. No, girl.
Yeah.
Like
she's not from Kansas, right? She's not from Kansas.
No,
she's from Illinois. She said Illinois, from where they filmed Groundhog Day.
But she's an LA girl.
Oh, and what are you saying, BB?
I wonder if that was the only song they told her that they were gonna do. Like, what if they gave them like a couple and they were like, we're gonna do maybe one of these 3 or something. I don't know.
Gotcha. So they had to be prepared. Either way, I just didn't think it was a great look. I mean,
either way, it wasn't that great. Yeah.
I mean, for the finale, did you really think they were gonna give like some like Judy Garland ballad for the even though I mean,
well, here's the thing
RuPaul
too.
is a huge Judy Garland fan, but still did you
Your-
think that was gonna happen? Like, I don't know.
Well, the other part of it too is your mom is like the costume designer above costume designers. Your looks have been amazing.
They've been
like
impeccable. Yeah.
Like your first runway with the green, suit. You know what I mean? That whole sort of a thing. So it's like, where was that sparkle? Where was that shine that you want to see that last lip sync? And Gigi didn't bring that. That's where
she's in quarantine. She
it does no.
But during the season, when who was it? Heidi or somebody said that she was a costume. Her costume is just like costume. That was a costume that she brought to the finale.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a refill.
The bitch was wearing a pirate outfit and she was trying to act like she wasn't in a costume. Like
girl,
okay.
You brought a monocle,
girl. But Jada, I mean, I feel like we could all hands down say that she was emoting the lyrics and emoting the performance and giving like a little bit of fight. You know.
So, that's the thing. And Jada's outfit was fierce. Like that's something when she showed up. When she showed up in that, you would agree.
Ivy Park Tearaway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
it was
if you
cute.
were to go through the entire season, do you really think Jada should be the winner?
Yeah.
If I was to go from day one to the finale, I don't agree. I feel like it should have been either Gigi or Crystal. That's my opinion. I feel like Jada was a one-trick pony the entire time.
See, I feel like Jada did really well, really great in every single challenge, aside from the stand-up comedy challenge. That was the one that actually cultured her, but I feel like she did really well within every challenge. But
Like, she was gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. She's gorgeous. She's flawless. I just don't think she never had that, like,
here's
to
the
her
thing.
looks.
The thing about it, I think the extra thing too was Gigi hit us from the jump, from episode 1, from the time that she came out, and
She reeled us in.
And she reeled us in episode 1, 2, 3. You were like, this is the bitch to beat. Gigi Good is everything. She's about to make, be everything, and we are all in for her. And that's what happened with old Gigi Good. And I think Jada was strong in the beginning, but Jada pulled it out at the end. She started racking up those wins and becoming that bitch. But the thing was, we didn't have as much story with her in the beginning, so we didn't get to know her. And also the same thing with Crystal. And I think I mentioned this too with BEBE on a different recap, that Crystal's edit, we think that some of her edit kind of got like a little bit shit on because
got lost.
Well, she was friends with Sherry. She was the closest friend with Sherry in the book. And so when they had to re-edit the season, it was get rid of everything with Crystal and get rid of everything with Sherry, where she looks great.
And part of it. So
and Crystal was the catalyst for that she lost a lot of airtime in that. So we didn't.
That would be a lovely interview to see, though. Like asking, Crystal, like, hey, what do you think about this scandal?
I think that they don't want to give it anymore because she wasted so much of their money.
Yeah, she did.
I feel like it's a cop out though to not let the audience know though too. Like, I mean, you give us the warning before the show, but to like not talk about it or even let the girls have a platform to kind of talk about it is not right, I think. Like, because Barbara Walters or Lisa Ling is calling those girls up to get that story, and they're gonna get that story, girl.
But they won't. They won't. They have statute of limitations. That's 7 years. They're not gonna be able to take anything.
Well, then in 7 years we're gonna see Lisa Ling fucking interviewing those bitch on CNN about the shit.
In
and
7
I'm saying, like, why don't they control the narrative? Like, RuPaul could control that narrative, and they all could have had an open discussion about it, and that would have been amazing, I think. So, but
the thing is,
opportunity.
There's not really a narrative to be had because the thing was everything was in the can, and then all of a sudden we find out 3 days before the first episode aired. So. So the thing is, so it wasn't like it wasn't anybody there's drama. It was like, oh shit, this is what we have to do. Act like it doesn't exist.
For sure. But I'm just saying, like, it would have been nice for them to at least address it, because, like, all these sexual scandals now, they all get a docuseries. I'm watching the Jeffrey Epstein docuseries on Netflix right now. The R. Kelly, like, thing. Like, people are getting the information that they need from it when there should have been something to be said about it, I just think. So.
Well,
that's the seriousness.
You'll get all the info.
I think the other part of it though too is that they're still legal that it's going to happen, so they're really not going to be allowed to talk about it because the thing is that'll ruin getting a jury. That'll if any of that kind of stuff. It's kind of the same thing with like when we watch Housewives and Dorit can't talk about her legal stuff because they've been instructed not because there's lawyers going to be involved.
Is Strawberry drinking from the bottle, girl? Are you drinking from the bottle?
She was drinking from a waddle jug.
Oh, you bitches! I'm living right now. Why aren't we friends? Why don't I know you?
Jesus Christ, you do know him.
I do, yeah.
But anyways,
I've been at precincts a couple times. I've been at precincts.
You've been at precincts?
She's been at precincts. Girl, that's my poster in the background from precincts. Okay.
13 years ago.
Girl, I used to see you at Fair Night.
No, bitch, that was fucking last year. It says 2019. Look at the fucking date. You fucking illiterate bitch.
I'm like a bird.
Fifi O'Hara, you illiterate bitch.
You really could do that. I'm like a bird with the space mask on right now. Like you could just throw up in your own mouth right now.
I usually do throw up in my when PEX was open. I threw up in my mouth a lot.
Oh my god, I do that all the time. I will vomit in my mouth and swallow it back down all the time.
Ew.
My friends know when I do it too. They look at me. They're like, "You just threw up, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Yep." I swallowed it back down.
Ew.
Yeah.
You have to do it
never.
sometimes.
Is it time for you to pill
Advice of Karen Walker.
All right, so wait, back to Drag Race. What were we talking about?
So we're talking about the final one. So the thing is so
Okay.
the three girls, it was essentially, we were talking about Jada's outfit, how Gigi's head was lackluster.
Yeah,
and
Jada's outfit was great.
Yeah, Jada had a great outfit, and then they announced her as the winner.
Yeah.
And it was just so sad because there's nobody
I was
there to
mad.
be like, "Yay, you won!"
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I was
there's no freaking scepter passed to her. There's no crown put on her. There's no audience crowd screaming, applauding. Like, what kind of, where's the excitement?
Like, when is she gonna get her crown?
Well, like the sad
In
thing
the
is,
way
when the guys
they
from
probably
Fierce
all had
Crown
to
Jewels
film,
make
like-
it.
But
they probably all had to film like a winning, you know.
that's true
Probably.
too. It's just like in the real thing. Is that they,
So
But-
you do not get like a true reaction out of these
Yeah.
hoes. Like
Gunther,
I want to see tears. I want to see somebody pee themselves. Like
Yeah.
I want excitement. I want love. I want all of that. Like I want all of that because
Yeah.
I would do all of that if I won, bitch. I would
I would
have.
really fucking cry so hard that they'll have to like call the ambulance. Like,
Yeah, girl.
Like,
You're
Honestly.
gonna pull a Tyra Sanchez and faint with
Yes,
no hair.
girl. Yes. I hope
It's
she's in the round
okay.
and be like, is she okay?
well, real quick, Gunther, when you've seen them actually do a crowning live, like you've actually went to the thing. What year did you go again? You went last year.
I
So,
went last year.
so like, how long is that really when they shoot each girl? Is it like another hour of shooting?
No, no, because they do the whole show, but then they just crown. I think they just did the two of them because there were only two of them,
Mhm.
and then it's literally like they're like, okay, now you're gonna act like they won, and we want all the applause and laughter and crying, and so then you're like giving all your might. So even when you're leaving, you don't know who won.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was really cool. Like I was gonna go again this year. But
Yeah. I wanted
like
to
I
go
was
this
like,
year,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm going to every crowning every year because it was so much
Yeah.
fun because you are in a room with just RuPaul Drag Race fans. And
Yes,
everyone is
that's
dressed
amazing.
so crazy. It was the best experience I've ever had.
Bro,
And
it's
everybody
like
speaks the same language.
DragCon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never been
DragCon's
to
fun.
DragCon, but
so
I felt like
fun.
And that was the weekend last year that me and you danced at Barracuda, and we got to meet Evie. Were you there, or was it just me by myself?
No, I was there because I was.
you were
working,
there.
I stayed up
So-
there for DragCon. Remember?
But we met Evie Oddly in Boy Drag. We met Trixie Mattel in Boy Drag, and New York was there, and so many of the queens were there because they were filming the reunion that week. So it was really fun just to get to be a part of that event. So
yeah.
I remember coming back to the stage in Precinct, and Evie was just there in the corner, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, "Evie over here! Oh my god, it's Evie!"
Race chaser, race chaser.
and she was so sweet and nice, and she took pictures, unlike Valentina. And oh my god, girl, Valentina was there at Precinct one night, and we were all excited about it. And we went to her, and she was like, "No pictures, please. I will not do the pictures. I'm so sorry." And like Christian, who was dancing with us, who's super sweet, is like the biggest Valentina fan, and he was so crushed about it. But
She's
that
such
night,
a cunt.
yeah, she was.
Is.
But she came and she gave us
I
money
love
though,
her.
so that was kind of cute. But when Trixie Mattel was there that year, I talked to Trixie about it. I was like, "Oh my god, I have a fucking Valentina story for you," and Trixie was like dying.
So, fun fact: I met Valentina. I've known Valentina from LA. Like that, when she mentioned that she was starting drag, I met her. I met her at Dragula. I met her at other places, and she was super sweet, super nice. I loved her. So seeing her on the show, good for her.
Yeah.
But Trixie Mattel, when I met her at Rich's, she kicked a bunch of people out of the dressing room. She didn't want anybody there. She was such a diva. And this was prior even All Stars. And I was like, girl, you ain't shit, bro.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. We don't like hearing those stories, you know.
It sucks because it's like.
But here's my thing is I completely understand because when we had like Alyssa Edwards, we had this like girl who just showed up out of nowhere and was just like there. And it was, you know, because it's keeping control over who's in the back room. And also your shit walks and like, where's my lipstick? Where's this and that? Like, So
For
that's
sure,
the thing. Is it's like there's and
No,
everybody.
I totally get that, but she
Yeah.
wanted the whole room by herself. She didn't want to go dancers. She didn't want other drag queens. She wanted to be in that room behind Riches by herself.
Yeah, I mean, and Riches, I mean, because we've danced at Riches before. I mean, Riches is, you have a good amount of space there for everyone. So it's like, and even Precinct, I think Precinct has one of the best spaces actually. But yeah, we've been
Precinct
there.
does not have any room. That is not. Precinct does not have sufficient room.
I mean, I think it's nicer than some of the places that we've.
Oh my god, it really is.
Girl, do you remember
Because
back
they
in the
actually,
day? Remember back in the day at MJ's when you had to change in that fucking
Bitch,
like
MJ's
truck?
really? Oh my god. Bitch, MJ's,
That was fucking
girl.
awful.
That's the thing.
I used to perform at MJ's, girl.
You remember it was that fucking trailer, and you're like, okay, we're in the fucking back of
God,
the trailer.
girl.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
I forgot about all of that. Oh
yeah,
my god.
Precinct will give you at least a table and a chair and like a
Oh,
mirror and all that kind of
You got
thing.
mirrors and lights, and you have access to the stage right there if you want to, so you don't have to walk all the way around the fucking club.
Well, how about? I'm not going to mention names because we can't. I don't want to shit on bars in our local neighborhood. But half the time when we're changing in like a bathroom, like that's a public bathroom.
That's a public bathroom, and people are back there taking your shit. Yeah, no.
Or they're taking a shit, and then you go in there like you had to come and take a rowdy shit at the bar. What is wrong with you? Like, why are you even here?
That's me.
Like, why did you leave the house? You need to stay home.
Right? Yeah.
Use the bathroom before you leave. Like, you took a shower. You should be clean.
Back to Drag Race.
Yeah. Well, we kind of like got to the end of it because Jada won. So and we're over an hour. So I'll have to get a sound editor to like edit this episode together to be something usable because this was like the most madcap everything. But it's perfect for a Friday night because it was like it's nice to talk to people. What's up, Strawberry?
I think.
Question. Let's say this is like a little game. If you had to choose the top 3 that was not Gigi, Jada, or Crystal, who would it be?
It would
from this season.
From this season.
From this
From
season,
episode 2, that was my top 3, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody would be.
But you have to choose.
See, because I would have, because I like.
I really thought Delilah was going to go far, but she didn't.
Delilah?
I thought Delilah was going to go
Oh
far.
yeah, oh yeah.
Just basically talk like Delilah.
Delilah.
It's Dahlia.
No more margaritas for me, right? Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah. What it's like in New York City.
Dahlia. I thought Dahlia was going to go far because her looks were fierce. When I saw her in Vegas walk past me, that fucking hair was fierce. I was like, that bitch is fucking hot. Like, and she's the trait of the season. If you look at her Instagram, her and Boy Drag, she's fucking hot.
Her brother, hello.
I would have. Okay, so if you're gonna say like a top 3 that wasn't in the top 3 that you would have like picked, then okay, Heidi because I personally I love Heidi.
Obviously.
I love a Heidi. I would put
Heidi, Jan,
and I would put Widow up there because Widow got in her own way. But if she wouldn't have gotten her own way,
I was not a Widow fan.
And that's mine. Mine would be Heidi, Widow, and Jan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't like Jan. I'm not feeling Janice.
I didn't like Jan either.
Jan's amazing.
But she was great.
I love Jan.
As much as Aiden got so much shit, I wanted Aiden on the top.
Who else? You know, Rockham was pretty great too. If Rockham would have went far, Rockham would have been great.
But I feel like Rockham, we couldn't see enough of Rockham to be able to put her in the top 3.
Rockham, Jan, and Jackie.
Okay, here's a question.
Jackie.
What was your favorite moment of the season? What was your most gaggable? What was your favorite moment of the season? Do you have a moment that you can think back and be like, that was a moment?
Jackie's bulge. On episode 10.
Do you rewind this and like watch it?
Can we play the video off to the side?
14:07 at 14:07. If you fast forward, you see the bulge.
Jesus, wow!
I don't know if I have a way to show it.
Honestly, this is like really like random. Obviously, the Nicki Minaj episode was my favorite because Nicki Minaj is my number one. But
I love Nicki Minaj.
Bitch, you guys, there's that Latino backup dancer.
Yeah.
When fucking those bitches did the Madonna Rusical, I could not get my eyes off of him.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite moment of season 12.
That's my favorite moment dead
Is that boy in the background of the Madonna?
But do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't, but Gunther does.
Yes. He danced with Gigi when she was doing her little.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
We have to go back and find it. Oh yeah.
I liked the makeover challenge. I thought Crystal's fucking makeup skills were so great. That Bert and Ernie look was amazing. I felt she was robbed that fucking challenge.
The Bert and Ernie.
That
Bert
should
and
have
Ernie.
been her fucking challenge to win. I mean, Jada's look was great, but it was Crystal, that was fucking pure artistry. I was like, yes, bitch, do it.
Okay, Gunther, do you have a moment, Gunther, a favorite moment of season 12?
I would okay, so I wasn't the biggest Jada's fan. I was still a fan, but in that fucking political thing, every time she said, "Look over there,"
that was
hilarious.
Stupid.
But when it turned to Heidi, and Heidi would start laughing at it, even when they showed it on this, I was cracking up. I think that was so funny.
No, that was stupid.
Honestly, though, I thought that was hilarious.
So stupid. It was funny.
It was a good moment. It was a moment. Okay, BB, what do you think? What is your favorite, BB?
No, honestly, I'm with Gunther. That was hilarious to me. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was just so silly. There's one thing about Jada, though. To me, if you guys know her personally, to me, Jada sounds like Kixie. Anytime I hear Jada talk, she sounds like Kixie.
Yeah.
And if you know Kixie personally from whether her on the mic, her in the backstage, whatever, that to me, Jada sounds like Kixie, and I think it's hilarious. So it's every time I would hear, I could just close my eyes or I could just be walking around and Jada's talking, I could hear Kixie. There's something about that.
Now all I want is Kixie to say, "Look over there."
I hope so, because that's hilarious. I make them pay for it.
Okay, now and then rounding up to let's end this with the little thorny kind of thing. So
another good moment was Heidi hydrates fucking infomercial. Period.
Yeah.
It was good. It was cute.
This stuff when she farted in that cup in that thing. Okay, and what is the moment that you would say sashay away forever? What are you done with? Who are you done with? What is something from the show that we can just leave it in the past?
Aiden Zane.
You guys.
Can we get the music? No, I would say Aiden Zane for sure. Absolutely. Get rid of that bitch. I'm sorry.
Strawberry, do you have a moment that you would leave in the past?
I will leave. Okay, it's a two-parter, and it's kind of fucked up.
A two-parter.
First is Jada's stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Girl, no. But then second, and I'm not trying to be all negative type shit, but Heidi's makeover to the girl, girl, I would not send anybody down the runway. Which Heidi, low-key, no shade, should have went home for putting her in that dress.
And no tights and no nothing and no shoes.
Yeah.
It was
she brought that from another plus-size queen onto the show. So she knew that she was going to get a big girl for the makeover. And that's what she brought for her?
Yeah.
I don't know. That lady, she looked like a Cabbage Patch in that dress.
She
did.
It looked like a Cabbage Patch. If she bent over, her ass would have said Xavier. It was that's I can't. So I would say that's a moment. You know what else I'm leaving in the past? Oh, BB, what are you leaving in the past?
the voice that the Aiden Zane were leaving at the house. I loved her. She was amazing. But no, I'm with Corin about the whole like situation with that bitch. Like honestly, like what the fuck? Like what was that outfit? Like
okay. I have two things. Okay, so my first one would be the kitty litter challenge. I hated it.
Oh my god, I love that.
I hated it. And then the other thing would probably be oh my god, now it just escaped my mind and you just said something. Like so it just came out. It wasn't Aiden Zane. Aiden Zane was a good queen from the waist up. Like she didn't know what the fuck was going on from the bottom.
She was a fucking filler, bitch.
But the thing about her, like with the reunion and the finale, she gave so much more personality, so much more looks than she did on the whole season. Because like
she looked really good too. She looked amazing.
I also hold on. I also said I would throw away the shade challenge. You know when they're supposed to normally do the library is open and they did that whole like we're gonna have like a kiki like with each other and like that was fucking awful. I want the library is open and I want that back. Stick to the original plan.
But they did the library back at the reunion though.
They did it at the reunion, but we usually get it in the challenges. It was cool they brought the puppets back. I'm super happy about that.
They replaced it with that puppet shit.
Yeah. So whatever.
Yeah. Well, it was cute. Okay. So
I'm not a scientist.
Yes, we've been on for about 90 minutes. We're gonna start wrapping this up. Because this has been crazy. Because we're back at logged off again like earlier. So okay. So I just want to let everybody know. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Binge Bitches again. So you guys can follow Nelson on IG at Yas Queen with 2 A's, 3 S's, and a K. And that's not a KKK, it's just a K. And then we got
the face mask.
Gunther is also on IG and TikTok at Gunther Vanderpump. You guys can find BEBE GUNN at Queef on Your Beef. Like it sounds. And you can find Strawberry Core Cakes at Strawberry_Core Cakes on IG and TikTok. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. You guys can find me on IG and TikTok at Dangilo.
All-Star 6 is gonna slap.
I know. So we got to figure that out. We will figure out this and we can do some more of these like little fun shows. Kind of thing.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm leaving you with though. All-Star 6 is gonna slap.
Is it really 6?
Wait, hold on. This way.
All-Star 5.
Okay.
All-Star 6 because we've got some good queens from All-Star 6 is what I'm saying. It's gonna slap.
Okay. So did you guys hear exactly how they're doing these challenges though? It's kind of cool. So the big swap is that so what's happening is that the lip sync for your life is gonna actually be whoever actually won versus a queen from the past. But then the big
Cameron Michaels.
Yeah, but the big thing here is that when the girls when they find out who's the lowest, they all vote. Everybody takes a lipstick. And then main girl who won goes and does the battle with the lip sync all-star assassin. If the girl who won, her lipstick gets pulled and she sends that person home. If the girl who is the lip sync assassin, if she wins, then they take a tally of what all the other girls have inside of their chest.
That's shady. That's
so
good,
the thing is, so then it'll just perpetuate drama because then you know who voted for who if that person.
That is so juicy.
Yeah.
So with all like the math equations around me, I don't know what you just said.
The all-star rules have been suspended. It is because you are very high, BEBE GUNN. So that's
not enough.
But anyways, okay. So listen, we're wrapping this one up. I want everybody to thank you guys all for joining us with Binge Bitches today. Follow us and like and subscribe here on YouTube. Please do that, and this way we can make more of these and eventually start getting some ad revenue from all this. Other than that, we do have a Sunday show coming up for Charm School. Me and BEBE GUNN are reviewing Charm School from 2007, Flavor of Love Girls.
Hell yeah,
we are down to like episode 8, I think, this week. So we only have like 3 more episodes left. It is a lot of fun, and we're going back into the past and looking at like Becky Buckwild and all the other people that are in those series. And then on Fridays, me, Nelson, and Gunther, we are doing Real Housewives, Reality, Bravo, all that kind of jazz, and that's been a lot of fun. And then I'm also on Mondays we do the Star Wars, and that's going to be changing over pretty soon. And I think we're going to be doing another like prolific series. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing American Horror Story or we might be doing Sopranos. So we'll be just discussing that soon. So anyways, thank you so much. I'm going to pull everybody in the room. This was so much fun. It was a good time on a Friday night.
Bye.
And so everybody have fun. Love yourself. Love other people. Or be petty.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Hail Satan.
And if you can't
Let's
love
go
yourself,
black out now.
and if you can't love yourself,
Love yourself. How the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Amen.
Amen.
amen. And if you can't listen, if you can't love yourself, you might be Allison Mosey.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
we're leaving it there. Good night from the lower level. Love you guys.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.